Hope you're well. It's been a little while. Just wanted to ask you, I think I'm right in saying that Ederson and Gabriel and Jesus are in Belgium ahead of the game. Can they link up with the squad straight away when you arrive? And are there any protocols that you have to go through to reintegrate them ahead of the game tomorrow night?
No, we see the protocols. So they could not land here, but they could land. It will be already 10 days. So we will join them tonight in the hotel, and tomorrow, they will do in the preparation and maybe play, maybe not. And the day after, we'll come back to Manchester to come back in the normal routine, daily life.
Of the two, is it more likely Ederson comes straight back into the side, given that Gabriel's not been able to train with you today?
No. Listen, with Gabriel and Eddy, we are together 4 or 5 years, so they don't need special things to be ready. We will talk to them how they feel. I'm pretty sure they will feel good because they recover really well, both of them, and they train 1 or 2 days there with our physios, our physical trainers, and Richard, the keeper trainer, and we'll see tonight how they feel.
Ben, Ian Abrahams.
Hi, Pep. How are you?
Very good.
Bruges have scored at home, I think, in every game they've played since March. So they clearly like attacking teams that come to their home ground. How do you prepare your team, if at all, differently for a team that are going to actually have a go at you, rather than sometimes in England where it can be seen that teams perhaps are quite happy that you have the ball and be quite passive towards you?
As a top side, what we have seen is physicality. They know exactly what they have to do. They are an incredible aggressive team and with a lot of quality up front. If since March just scored goals, because it's one reason why they are good. But we go there. We have 4 games left, 12 points to fight to qualify for last 16, and tomorrow we're going to try to win next 3. This is the target. So we will see as the game. Have a plan. The mentality will be the same. We're going to adjust them. Hopefully our way we play, we can let them adjust as much as possible and control the game and get a good result.
Thank you, Ian. Simon Stone.
Hi, Pep. I'm sorry if you've been asked this question on a few occasions. Could you just tell me what your view is of the vaccination issue with players at the moment?
It's private. I don't know exactly. The club knows it. The players knows it individually. So I have my own opinion. So I trust in the scientists and the doctors. And when they say is the best way to protect yourself and the rest of the people, we should do it. And of course, myself and all my family has done it. So, but everyone is everyone. So the rest is a doctor's situations, and going to talk with talking with the players individually, and after they have to decide. But if the doctor say all around the world is the best way to eradicate as quick as possible this pandemic situation they have and be safe and don't get ill, because we have seen the last days here in England how many deaths still are for this reason, and how many people get the virus and suffering. So that's why we have to continue move forward and stay safe and be careful and use the mask, and as much as possible the people get the vaccine will be better for the society and of course for themselves.
Paul Hurst.
Hi, Pep. I was just wondering if I could ask you a question about Cole Palmer. He played for you on Saturday, came off the bench, and then went to play for the under-23s. What does that say to you about his kind of personality, and what kind of future do you think he will have?
Step by step, but he's already 2 seasons to train with us. He's completely involved in the dynamic of the group, the way we want to play. And he extended the contract for the club for the next years because we believe a lot on him. And we know his attributes, and I know what he can do. And I know it's not easy to play for the amount of players that we have, but we have amount of games, and And sooner or later it's get in because I have all the potential to play. But for the young lads, is training with us, play the minutes that we deserve to play, and go to the second team and do what he has done. So when there, score 3 goals, help the team to win, improve his developments with the ball, without the ball, and try to help and understand the game. And every game is different. One can play in a 5 position up front, can play the wingers, can play as attacking midfielder, even a striker. There's a guy who has a sense of goal. So when he's clinical there, he's a guy who has a big talent for that. And happy to have him, and is growing. The guy is growing since the 2 seasons with us. Every training session is growing as a football player.
Thank you.
Simon Bashkowski.
Hi, Pep. Rodri lost his place in the team towards the back of last season for the sort of Champions League knockout games. Has he shown to you this season that he's kind of learned from that, and especially against Chelsea, Liverpool, but even on Saturday, he's kind of one of the players in real good form at the moment?
Listen, the seasons are so long, so it's 11 months. I'm saying there are high and lows. The important is that to be, as a holding midfielder, to be so stable, always 7-8. It's not nice to have a big performance like number 10 and after have a 2 or 3. Maybe for a wingers, for a strikers can do it, but as a holding midfielder, it's not good. And I think now he's so stable. He's learning, because always pay attention, but he's realizing what we are looking for, because sometimes you need time to understand what you're looking for. And we are more than satisfied. So we knew it when we worked to him in Atletico Madrid, and is growing, and hopefully he can become a better player. It depends on him. And he's opened his mind, and he can understand what he has to do, because still he has margin to be a better player. And hopefully we can help him.
Thanks, Simon. Rob Dawson.
Hi, Pep. You signed Jack Grealish from Aston Villa, where at Villa he would play in the Premier League at the weekend. He'd have a whole week to rest and prepare, and then another game at the weekend. He's come here for the first season where he's had to play Premier League, Champions League, Premier League again. How tough is that for a player to adapt to, and how do you feel that Jack has done in the early stages of this season?
Well, we spoke about that, and about what he has to live when he's not here, in the terms of eating and resting and sleeping and living 24 hours just for his profession. But what he has done so far is excellent. So except that this game against Burnley last game, he played every game in a good level, and I'm pretty sure he will improve. Because also for us, for the manager, you have to be what is the better position for him to give us. But the games he played really well. So I'm pretty sure if it's his focus and what you have to do in the game on and off the pitch, he's able to do it, because he's strong, his weight is perfect, his body fat is perfect, and I think his mentality is in the right position. So hopefully we can help him, but it's true. It's the first time you play every 3 days. Then it's different when you play every 3 days just in case sometimes. But when you play 11 months every 3 days, 3-4 days, that is a bit different. It's a good challenge for him.
Jamie Jackson.
Hi, Pep. Just on Jack, what was it about him? Why did you want to bring him to Manchester City? What does he give you that maybe, enhances your team, makes your team a little bit better?
The quality in the final third. Like they're able to attract many opponents. They have the vision to find his mates, the mentality to score the goals, to win games, but especially in the final third, the quality that he has.
But don't you have many players like this anyway?
We have many players, yeah. We have players, but we add another one because we have a lot of games, a lot of competitions, and he's a perfect age, 25, 26 years old, and the clubs, the teams, when you are on top of the competitions many years, like was our case, the squad must be removed a little bit, otherwise it's more difficult. So everyone has to feel the pressure for the new ones, and the new ones have to know exactly where they come, what the team has done in the recent past, and this is a process we have to do it. All the big clubs always they move to other players, and we want is that quality, especially about the running and defensively and everything. It depends on how can seduce. It depends on them, but the quality come from the for themselves, and this is what we want from Jack and for all the players we sign.
Jack, go on.
How close do you think Kevin is to getting to his best after his injuries? And do you still need to kind of manage his workload a little bit as he's coming back?
He's getting better. But still, we know the best Kevin. But had a tough injuries, one in the muscular in the past, but especially in the ankle, and of course the injury in the face with the final of the Champions League. And so, but he's getting better. Every game is better than the days before. A part of the goals, a part of the assets, like I'm not involved, is the dynamic, the rhythm, the pace that only is being given when you play a little bit regularly. And he's a guy, Kevin, he needs to be fit to have the best. There are other guys that they need another situations. He needs to be fit. His potential is the movement, is how attack the space, how he move, how he continue to do it. And that's why we are is getting better, and that is a good sign for us.
Thanks, Jack. Ludo van der Waal. Ludo, I'm trying to unmute you.
Yeah. Mr. Guardiola, you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm sure you know the weak and the strong points of Club Brugge, but I wonder what attracts you in this team. What do you like very much about Club Brugge? The way they play, the players, perhaps?
Yeah, always the players. Now is the main important team in Belgium. In Belgium, the last decade, 15 years, create this incredible amount of top talent players. You see in the national team how good they are. The physicality they have, the courage to play all of them, the talent they have, Vaccination with Lang, and the physicality, the holding midfielders, the aggressive, the central defender. So they play direct, and after they have the quality in the final third, big, huge amount of talent to create chances, to score goals. We knew it before. Just the draw, I said, wow, a tough opponent we're going to face, and they show it, winning in Leipzig, that is not easy. Draw, take a good result against PSG. So yeah, the tough opponent. This next two games will be so important for us, for them as well, of course.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.